Welcome to UC News, ucnewscanada.ca. The Canadian Crisis Response. I'm Dr. Dave. Under the directives of the Canadian Constitution Act, in response to an economic crisis of work, food, and housing, the Company of Canadians has announced a truck and tool club for all Canadians to join, giving access to a car, truck, or tool when you need it. To go green by reducing the number of vehicles per person, to gain access to tools that are too expensive to buy or that you use only once in a while, to restart the economy, connecting people to create green jobs. Recognizing that we need to work together in a sustained effort to make and sell what we need locally in the creation of permanent community jobs, allowing life sustainability in our charter-protected core economy of essential human needs. Accepting the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms as our company charter, and accepting the social and economic rights and responsibilities afforded to us under the Corporations Act. In emergency response to an economic crisis precipitated only in part by COVID lockdowns, now followed by unaffordable life. We need to create work quickly, and to do that we need tools and transportation, places to work and sell from, people to work with. Within a company, you don't pay someone to use the printer. The parking lot, the land, and the buildings are available to all. Need a car? Use the company car. Pitch in with a few friends and own the asset. That's the deal. In crisis response, we must act. We cannot continue to drive planetary ruin. Under the Charter, we must consider equal benefit under the law and its basis, consideration of impact on others, using Canadian Supreme Court rulings on how to use our laws, considering impact on the lives of this generation of young Canadians. As caring parents, we are legally obliged to protect their lives and future. Within the Canadian Corporations Act, there is much we can do to go green and create low-carbon jobs, but we need access to tools. A group of grandparents, empowered by access to a programmable embroidery machine, can do a lot creating clothing with logos in fundraising efforts for their favorite cause, which might be to create jobs for youth defending the lives of seniors. We recognize these machines as first-generation robotics, controlled by computers, vastly improving what we can do. CNC milling, to work wood, metals, and plastic, and to cut and print, is vastly underexplored in its potential for systematic community production. The Truck and Tool Club is designed for such community purchases at the scale of family and friends, with its ability to buy bulk and save big. This is a rich field of endeavor. Using computers to run machinery will assist us in solving some of the biggest problems facing humanity, requiring knowledge of geometry, metals and materials, production and productivity, and time needed to develop our human spirit of creativity and art. If you want to learn welding, you need access to equipment, and perhaps a friend to show you the ropes. The Truck and Tool Club is about connecting people, tools, and projects in the drive to go green. In this greatest endeavor ever to face humanity, a concerted effort to save this generation of Canadian kids from what we know will be a difficult future. This is about parents training their kids for work, getting them access to the tools needed to prepare for the future. We'll need trailers, bikes, machine shops, ovens, saws, planers, carbides, and access to the tools used to make tools, to create and invent. In this investment of parents in youth and in the transfer of knowledge across the generations, we do not neglect electrochemistry. The astounding medical discovery that the anionic phase of water is a liquid crystal formed around cations and cell walls. The amazing capacity to deposit thin sheet metals from solution using a 5-volt battery on a garage benchtop, not at 2000 degrees but at room temperature. And photosensitive lithography, which can now also be done in a garage using a CNC that can also carve and drill circuit boards. Direct access to the frontiers of science and industry, with a vast field of new products and energy solutions just waiting to be explored. Electrochemistry, as the basis of thin film batteries and water purification, and as a new frontier in biomedical drug synthesis, is now directly available for public exploration. The modern development of microservers, allowing people to connect at unprecedented scale, is affordable to a small group. At no time in history has the risk been greater. At no time in history have we had so many tools to control our destiny. We have an entire generation to save, but we must act now in respect, in equality, and under the law. This being the mission statement of the Company of Canadians.